Okay, I'm at 306 East Stoneridge Drive in Milford, Ohio, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're looking for any structural issues, root intrusion, anything that would be concerning to the buyer. Trying to get a little piece off the front of the camera here. So it's a little standoff that we most likely won't need. And also, right now, it looks like the washing machine is discharging, so maybe some high water there for a second. I'm still going to try to go. May just try to go downstream first before we do the upstream side. But we're going through the clean out here in the floor. They have left a spot cut out in the flooring, which was good. They had a piece of gray carpet over top of it, but you can see we're right here in the front corner. This is the front center, front right if you're facing the house, basement floor. And so first thing we're going to do is try to go out towards the main, or be able to witness kind of how the line's flowing, and then hopefully water will be low enough as it goes. If not, it should all drain out by the time we get out to the main. We'll be able to see a lot better on the way back if it covers the lens at all during the time where we're pushing out. But you can see there's an opening there on the top of the screen. That means there's another clean out, and it's normal, like right outside the house, whether or not it's accessible. Usually they're covered over, so they're usually buried, so you can't see them out there. But should be PVC all the way out, which is a good material. There's no known lifespan for it just yet, so hopefully it lasts for longer than we do. But running the water while we're doing this helps a lot, especially something like a washing machine, because it shows how well the water is escaping through the line and how much pitch the line has on it. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner, there's an angle indicator that shows, we're at about 7% grade. 1%, or not 7%, 7 degree. Usually somewhere around 1 to 2 degrees is normal or minimum. And so this has pretty good drop on it, which is a good sign. And that's why the water is escaping so quickly. Even a large discharge like a washing machine or a shower are two things that gets a lot of water going through there all at once. Here it looks like there is another clean out. Now usually this one is not uncovered, but you can see the connection on the top of the pipe there. This is usually an indication of where the developer hooked on, or I should say where the builder hooked on to what the developer installed. A lot of times it's the same company, but the developer comes through, puts the sewer mains in, and before they put the streets in, and all that good stuff, and then when they actually, then when the builder comes by and puts the house up, they connect onto these lines. And see, that's why you can see as it's switching over here over to a different kind of PVC. The white stuff is called Schedule 40, and the exterior, the green stuff is it's a different rating type. It's called it's called SDR 35. It's pretty normal to see this, like I mentioned, this is what the developer would have put in before any of the houses were built, and stubbed them up onto the lot, and then the builder connects on to that spot. And it looks like it wasn't far off the main. We're already We are already at the main at 77 feet, so it's a good deal. It's probably across the street, based off of the placement of this house. But the good news is we made it all the way out to the main and everything looked great. With all that water running at the time, it did highlight how good the pitch was on the line, and that there was never even enough water to cover the lens, which is only about a half inch off the bottom of the pipe. That little bit was just because the camera is facing down where it makes that turn. So. Okay, we're getting close here to the clean out. Here we are, and so the downstream side looked wonderful, no defects at all. So now we're out of the clean out, and we're going to go back upstream and check as much of the inside line as possible. And you can see how we're going straight back, and it reduces, or it's flowing in the opposite direction, so it opens up. This, most likely based off the angle, is probably going up into a floor drain or something. Don't know that, but there's always these build up of like mold basically on the inside of the pipes that happens, especially in these lines where they don't get a whole lot of flow. So we'll push back and try to get this stuff cleared off the camera head. Okay. So you can see I'm facing straight up here in the bottom left hand corner. You'll see that again. I'm at about 85 degrees, so basically straight up. And this is most likely the I'm going to take a look real quick. I'm going to pause the video and just kind of see if I can figure out exactly where this high end of the line is. Okay, so that is on the back stack there. Also the floor drain. So that's where that buildup is the kitchen. Drops. It's usually the nastiest line in the house because the food and grease and stuff that gets put down there. So you can tell most of the time there. Most of the junk that's in there. You can notice most of the line itself is very, very clean, very little water. But when you have buildup like this, this is usually it's usually a kitchen line. And This isn't bad buildup. This is normal for PVC. And that's why it's a smaller line, because it's usually just carrying your sink, no toilets. But the food is what causes all this goo and the grease. But structurally, the line looks good. I didn't see any issues at all. Everything looks great. But you'll notice when it comes back out of this line, and now when next time you run water through it, it should flush all this stuff out, because my camera's kind of broke it loose and plowed it up on the side of the pipe. But right when you get out to where it gets out, you'll see how all of a sudden the line becomes really clean. About here. And so there's no access to the stack back there in I can't force my camera to go left up that other branch, but there's no way of turning the camera essentially. But the line itself, you can see we're coming back out of it. The line looked great. I didn't see any defects at all. Everything looked normal and fully functional. All the connections were nice and tight. All the pitch was really good, and you can see that evident by when the dishwasher discharged all that water through the line when we first started. And so yeah, the line looked great, no issues at all. So that'll end the inspection at 306 East Stoneridge Drive in Milford, Ohio.